Okay, so apparently you all couldn't hear anything I was saying. Let me go ahead and start from the beginning. Um, as a matter of fact, let me make sure that you all can hear me before I go on again. I know there's a slight delay on YouTube. I'll be so happy when that is fixed. Okay, awesome, awesome. So this is a design you're going to be able to use and flip for 13 by 19 all over graduation stoles and anything that you can think of. This is a very versatile template. It can be used for graduation, weddings, you're talking birthday parties, sports, anything you can think of. It makes it look very elegant and very unique. And you can flip this in 5 minutes or less. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with the photo here. I'm going to go ahead and change that out. So I'm going to right click on the image. I'll find photo number one, double click on the photo, and then we'll just go to place the image that we want. So I'm going to go file, place embedded. And I'll find our new photo number one that we want to put there. Make sure you resize it. Top of the head should be at the top of the image here. And if we need to fade anything off, we can here. Looks like the bottom of the shoe is a little bit cut off there. So we will add a layer mask, grab our paintbrush, make sure it's loaded up with black. The size brush that I like to use is about a 400, unless I'm doing the all overs. And then I would use an 800. 800 is going to take off more, but it works faster. So that worked really, really fast. And all I did was just swipe across the bottom with the black because black conceals and white reveals. All right, so let's go ahead and close that out. Oh, you know what I forgot to do, y'all? Let me go ahead and make this a full foreground background situation so that you all will know exactly, precisely how to use this. So let's go ahead and group everything here as the background. Y'all forgive me. I'm somewhere where it is a little cold, so my fingers are sticking like cold keys. All right, so let's do that. And then let's go ahead and grab all of this and let's call that the foreground. And then this will be already done for you. We'll group that and we'll call this the art layer. So this is the art layer for 217. And I'm just going to go ahead and quick export that as a PNG. And also go ahead and activate the all over background. You'll see there's a little difference there. You can actually keep that one on and keep the all over background on. And then for this one, I'm going to go ahead and quick export that as PNG too. So that way when I change the artwork up, we'll have that variation. All right, so let's turn off the all over for now so we can focus just on this 13 by 19 because most of us are definitely printing 13 by 19s by now. All right, so again, I'm going to go to my move tool and let's change out my photo number one. Of course, in order to save this, I have to hit save, close out of it, and then it'll update here. Now that it's updated, I want to show you another thing that I have in here, and that's some watermarked images. So I'm going to turn on my watermarked photos. And as a matter of fact, let me grab this version of the watermark because I want to tell you a little something about this. If you're doing a watermarked photo, you can actually recolor the image as well. So I'm going to go to my watermarked photos. And I can just do plain black and white there, or I can add a tint of color by one of my smart colors here. So that will be totally up to you. I think I'm going to leave it on this secondary color. I like that. And then I'll also go ahead and show you I would say the upgraded version of this one. And that's because it just has a couple of extra photos in there. And you don't have to do the additional photos. It's completely up to you. I just like to show you the versatility of it. And then let's go ahead and let's change out the image now. So let's go back to photo one, put on a different photo. And now we're going to go with the blue scheme here. And I have some photos to put in for these watermarked images. So if you right click on the watermarked image, you'll see there's a photo 2 and 3. You can double click on those. And I'm going to go File, Place Embedded. And let's go ahead and place photo number 2 here. You'll see that it has some extra stuff down there. So I'm going to show you real quick how you can fade that off. Go ahead and grab your layer mask, get your brush just like we just did, and we'll just fade that off. And this is why it's so important to learn how to use these type of tools, and why it's important for you to not be afraid of Photoshop, because at the moment you cannot do anything like this in Canva, and most people go into Photoshop or a program like Photoshop just to fade off photos. All right, so I'm going to turn off the image here now. Let's close and let's say yes to update. Okay, you'll see now that photo is on this side, and then I'll right click and I will grab photo number 3, double click on that one, and File, Place Embedded, and we'll get photo number 3, which is this one. Now this image happens to be really like zoomed out, so if I want more of it, I'm gonna leave a little bit of the car in there. But what I'm gonna do for this one is I'm still gonna do a layer mask, grab my paintbrush tool here, and I'm just gonna kind of fade around it. Make sure that I get the majority around it here. And what I'm making sure of is that I leave a little bit of the background in there because I don't want it to just look like she's just sitting on absolutely nothing. And I'm sure she's proud of her car, and that's the reason why we have this image. Bring the brush size down just a little bit so I can get a little bit over this without cutting off the top of her head. And I'm actually taking some of the shadow out from the vehicle too. All right, and now I can turn this one off. And that was just a quick way. If you're ever doing collages, that's a quick way to just soften up those edges so when you do collages, it doesn't look crazy. And that's really a really quick method. So let's go ahead and update that one. And we'll see we have it there. We can still see the car, it looks good. I'm gonna bring it up just a little bit. And then I'll take this photo, bring it down just a little bit. I'm just doing little slight adjustments. And then for our main photo, I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so that we can see the watermarked photos. Okay. Now for this one, I don't have a logo, but normally you would have your logo here. So I'm actually going to turn the logo off on this one because we don't have one. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick the colors from her uniform. Normally I would pick the colors from the logo. So let's go ahead and grab the eyedropper tool here. I'm going to pick one of those blues. That one looks good. I'll double click on the swatch here and I'll go add to swatches, and I'm just going to name that one 1. And then I'll come and let's say silver was going to be our secondary color. I would name that color too. And then we already have black and white as our default colors we can use, however, so I'm not going to add black or white. But now let's just quickly change out color number 1 and color number 2 by going all the way to the top of the document, double clicking on color number 1. You'll see we have our swatches over here on the right-hand side if you have your workspace set up correctly. I'm going to duplicate this layer, so I'll keep the purple and the blue, but you can just straight up change that top color to whatever the school color is. So that's color number 1. We'll update that. And then color number 2 is more like a silver. So we're going to duplicate, keep that gold there, and let's grab the silver instead, or the gray. And now that is instantly a whole nother design. So I want to show you how quickly you can turn that out. And then also, let's go ahead and see what it looks like with the all over colors there. I'm going to do a couple things here. Let me clear some layer styles here so that it'll look exactly there we go. And it has some glitter in there. You can disable the glitter pattern if you want to. If you see it, it's right there. If you just want solid color. You also have the option to change any of these third and fourth colors as well. but that's completely up to you. I like to leave black and white in my design somewhere just to keep some neutral colors in there, but that's it, y'all. I am going to have this one saved as a 13 by 19 version. You all will get the all over version later. So in class, you will have the version that looks like this. Okay. And then we'll show you later how you can bring this into the graduation stole. You can use this watercolor background. You can use the watermarked images. And then, of course, you'd have to split it half and half, but you will not have to print the whole graduation stole. You can take a straight up 13 by 19 sheet of paper and a white graduation stole and just really go to town with this one without having to print those long sheets of paper or tile them for the graduation stoles. This is a way that I quickly did a lot of graduation stoles with only 13 by 19 sheets of paper, pretty much splitting the image in half. So if you all would like to see that, then go ahead and let us know in the comments, and we'll do a demonstration of how you can use 217 in order to do very, very, very quick graduation stole designs. All right, my loves, I'll go ahead and get this uploaded. If you are in VIP, Platinum VIP, or Inner Circle, you will be able to attend the live class tonight or Saturday. Tonight is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Wednesday. On Saturday, class is 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we have 2 classes right now so that you all will have the ability to get into one of those live classes if you are in the VIP, Platinum VIP, which is the Craft to Quit program, or the Inner Circle. All right, my loves, I am going to head out for the day, but I wanted to bless you all with this template, and I wanted to be blessed with your presence before I got the day started. All right, Lisa says she would love to see that, so make sure that y'all comment under the video, okay? Let's go, Destiny. I'm about to go get in the room right now. All right, my loves, I love y'all. I appreciate you dearly, and until next time, bye.